Thanks so much for joining us tonight for News Center Maine at 11. I'm Bailey Cornick, joining you tonight from the newsroom. We've lots to cover, but we're going to kick things off with a first check of our weather with meteorologist Alan Holt. Hey, Alan.
Bailey, so nice to see you. And the weather was also so nice today. I hope you got to enjoy some of it. The clouds have been passing through southern Maine. It's been a little cloudier there, but elsewhere, a lot of clear skies. No rain on the board yet. That will come this weekend. Mid to upper 50s and 60s throughout the state. Wiscasset at 70, but that site and that thermometer notoriously runs warm, still at 70 there. Dew point values are in the 50s, so the air is nice and comfortable feeling, and it'll help temperatures drop efficiently into the 50s. Most spots get into the 50s. The coast in parts of the state, mid-coast down east, will hang out near 60, but overall a pretty comfortable night of weather. Tomorrow the clouds thicken up, and that's going to suppress high temperatures, likely to stay in the lower 70s, if not dropping a few degrees into the afternoon. And I do think that as the afternoon wears on, we'll introduce the chance, at least, for some patchy light rain. And then on Sunday, I think the chances come up a little bit. So a bit unsettled this weekend and cooler than average. Bailey, we'll talk about what Sunday's looking like, time some of the rain out here in a few minutes.
Sounds good. We'll see you later. Thank you. An ambulance was involved in a collision on Broadway in Bangor today. According to city officials, a G&H ambulance was headed toward Bangor just after 7 p.m. when the collision happened. You should be seeing a map, but they say that a patient was on board at the time and that parties in both vehicles suffered minor injuries. The road was still closed as of 9 tonight while crews worked to repair a damaged utility pole. Officials tell us that the incident is under investigation and that charges are expected. In Bath today, rescue crews responded to a wood fire on High Street. In a post to social media, Bath Fire and Rescue said when they arrived, the fire was roughly half an acre large and spreading. Officials with the department tell us that the fire was fully put out by 6:30. High Street was closed for a period but has since reopened. And no major damages after a fire broke out in Naples today. The Sebago Fire Department tells us this was at the Casella transfer station. The photo you see here shows smoke visible from miles away. Investigators say a pile of material stored outside caught fire. Police in New Hampshire say a man died after he was hit by an Amtrak Downeaster train. Police say it happened in Plaistow shortly before 2 yesterday afternoon. According to police, the train was heading to Boston and collided with a vehicle that was trespassing. The man's body was found alongside the tracks. It's unclear if he was in the car that collided with the train. No one else was hurt. 2 people are in the hospital following a crash involving a motorcycle in Milford today. Investigators say 2 people were riding a motorcycle on Main Road when they hit a pickup truck. They were hospitalized with critical injuries. Officials say the truck driver is not hurt. We don't yet know if anyone is facing charges here. The Maine Bureau of Highway Safety reports 27 people have died in motorcycle crashes so far this year. Trouble may have played a role in that plane crash. We're learning more from a preliminary report from the FAA. News Center Maine's Drew Peters was at the scene of the crash today and was able to speak with a resident who witnessed what happened.
Volunteer Charlie Smith says he was cleaning one of these tombstones here at the Colonial Pemaquid Historic Site when he heard something flying above him.
An aircraft, a low aircraft, and glanced to my right, and this plane was coming in from the water.
A plane, later identified as a Diamond DA-20, experiencing a mechanical emergency as it was heading from Brunswick to the Knox County Airport, according to the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office.
He was maybe 80 feet above the ground when he came alongside me.
Chasing the crashing plane in his truck, Smith says he saw it hit the ground right behind me where this caution tape is and immediately bounce back up into the sky.
That's where I quit seeing, but I heard the aircraft when the metal contacted that ledge, hit that ledge.
A ledge leading to a sheer drop straight into water, where FAA officials say the plane crashed upside down with 2 men inside.
By the time I got to the water's edge, it was upside down in the water. But curiously, there were a number of men in the water already.
A group of nearby construction workers banding together to lift the cockpit from the water as they attempted to rescue the pilot, 54-year-old John Hall, and his 21-year-old son, Tyler.
Very, very important, very rewarding to see how many volunteers stepped up, did the right thing immediately, and they did the right thing.
Despite their efforts, Hall was found dead at the scene, while his son was taken to the hospital with minor injuries.
And that teenager, I'm told, may be alive because of that.
Now, I was able to speak with some of the construction workers who jumped here into the water to help try to save those 2 men. They say they immediately knew what they had to do when they saw the crash and tried everything they could to save both of them. In Bristol, Drew Peters, News Center, Maine.